Texting. Hello, Mr. BBD. Are you awake? Wake up. You awake? All right.
Sir?
Red light is on.
Sir?
Hello. Welcome back to the sack. We are early. It is a Thursday.
You're moving away from me.
It is a Thursday.
Dude, I had it directly centered. I counted. It's 8 bottle caps in on your side, and it's 8 bottle caps in on my side. Perfectly centered. If you can count 8 bottle tops, you're in the middle. See? Hey, I was out here. I was bored. We're trying to get a number 2 to come out. Who does number 2 work for?
We are. Well, apparently he's not doing any work at the moment.
Apparently, yeah, he's off for the weekend.
We're going to stay out of that one for now. Welcome back to the sack on a Thursday. The weekend beckons. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday, but we will be tuned into the big Dukaroo up in Beantown. The defending champs are in to take on the Celtics. That'll be fun. As we speak,
that's right.
The New York Knicks are doing everything they can to keep the Washington Gizzards in this game. There's 6 seconds to go. It should have been it should have been over a half hour ago, but it's not.
Yikes.
Between Jaylen Brown trying to get fouls and
Jalen Brunson
trying to get fouls and fucking.
Julius Randle giving up the ball
just
with
being Julius
20
Randle.
seconds left.
Just unbelievable. This game.
So here's what happened. They're inbounding the ball. He inbounds the ball, or he gets the inbounds, turns around without looking, starts dribbling. Jordan Poole takes the ball from him. He fouls him. The refs call the foul on Jordan Poole. Of course, they challenge it. They overturn it. Jordan Poole makes 2 free throws. Now it's a fucking 4-point game.
So right now, who's the line? Is it OG?
OG Anunoby.
OG, original gangster.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. He hit the first one, puts him up 4 with 6 seconds. 5.
Bang, bang.
It should be over. It should be over.
We could always try to foul a 3-point shooter.
They're going to call timeout, drag this out of the 10 effing minutes, because apparently the Wizards think there's a 5-point line out there somewhere.
Okay, they get 6 timeouts every half. Did you know that?
I thought they had 2 20s and 2 fulls every half, no?
I don't know. I was watching this, and it said TO6, and it wasn't turnovers. They both started with 6. Is it 6 for the whole game?
No, you get 2 20s each half, and you get 2 or 3 timeouts, I think, a half. I don't remember. It's not like the NFL. Well, the NFL, you get 3 a half. So the NFL gets 6 total, but the NBA has the 20-second timeout, which makes it worse because they'll use every damn one of those. 7
timeouts
in a game, including the 20s?
I guess so. A team can only use a maximum of 4 timeouts in the 4th quarter, forfeiting unused timeouts,
which they are both trying to do right now. So anyway,
they must have saved those 4 timeouts.
The Knicks are up 5, 111 to 106 with 6.5 seconds. This should be over. There's 2 games on TNT tonight too. The first one was kind of Chicago and the Raptors. I don't know why that was on. I don't know why
did the Raptors win that game?
I didn't watch it. I was watching the number 14 ranked Fighting Illini was in Ann Arbor taking on the Wolverines. I was watching that, and
the Bulls won.
The Bulls did win. Okay, so I don't know where that game was played, but they won. Yeah, they won. And I forget what the second
Grizzlies Timberwolves,
yeah, which would have been a good game if Ja Morant wasn't out for the season, but he is. So
they gave up an open 3.
No,
a catch and shoot open 3.
And now they can't get the ball in. Oh my God!
They gave up a catch and shoot open 3.
I don't know how a guy
Why?
You switch every screen. That shouldn't happen. The only way
if they get a 2,
the only way that pass or is made is he either throws it.
Look at this across the whole court.
That's too easy. That's too easy. I didn't switch the screen. There's no way that should happen.
There was no screen.
Well,
he was on the opposite side of the court.
No one screened for him to get open?
I don't think so. I mean, he had his feet set. He was waiting for that pass.
Like he came off a down screen or something. And they didn't
can we rewind this?
No, you can't see it from that angle. The replay will show.
No, I mean live.
You don't.
What do you mean you don't? We can see if he got a screen or not.
Where is he?
He's 20. No, he's not. He's this guy coming around here. No. No screen. No.
That is a screen right there.
No, his man's over there.
He was in a. I'm not going to argue this. I've run this play.
Okay, show me where the screen is.
He was in the.
His man went the wrong way.
Yeah, because he was trying to switch off and fight through that screen to help the other guy out, and then he pops off, and then you see the big guy step in front of the big guy, which creates a down screen to keep him open.
The big guy was the screen.
The play is designed to make you switch. So what the switch was, the big man ends up, but because he screens, he can't get to him. Watch this big man.
Okay, look.
I know.
OG
Let it go.
Anunoby is guarding the guy who takes the shot.
Watch. So he comes. He doesn't move now. Right there, pop. He goes with him.
He went with Randall
him.
didn't switch.
Yeah, you're supposed to switch, and he didn't. That's the thing. That is designed to make people switch. Just because they didn't switch,
so there
wasn't
wasn't a pick.
Watch this. This is what's called a pick. The guy who tries see that? That's a pick.
What's a pick?
The big man. He turned. The big man tried to go out and block this shot, and he picked him. Go back.
But look,
this is a pick. It's not a pick on his man. It's a pick. Watch. The help defender is this guy. Watch what the big man does. Watch this.
Okay, so look, this is.
Yep. So he went the wrong way.
Hold on a second. They made a mistake. He never got picked. He chased the wrong guy.
He chased the wrong guy. But the idea is to make them switch. Now watch what happens.
They didn't.
The defense screwed up here,
That's what
Tom.
I'm saying.
But there's a screen right here because the nearest help defender is him, and he can't get to him because he picks him.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying, but it's not as if, but he didn't come off of a pick. His defender should be here with him. This guy picks his own man.
This play is designed. Let me finish. This play is designed to make him choose between the lob for the dunk or the three. Because if he goes with him, if he lets him go, it's a lob for a dunk. Watch what happens here when it goes. He doesn't know what to do. When the ball goes in the air, now he's like, I got to get to him. And he just goes like this. And he sets a pick so he can't get to him. The idea is he chooses between the 2 and the 3. And with this guy, this was actually a smart play. Because instead of just letting him go, yes, it is, because he picked him.
No, that guy made a great play.
I'm saying that's
this play was not designed to have this happen. Because if OG Anunoby, he just chases the wrong guy.
He chases the wrong guy, but then this is what happens. If this guy lets him go, that's a lob for a dunk.
Right. No. I understand that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. But the only reason that option is there is because OG Anunoby just ran after the wrong guy like he was 9 years old.
You know why he ran after the wrong guy? Because he saw this guy running off and thought he was going to become free. So he's like, no, I can't let him go. And then he looks and goes, oh, wait, Randall's there. Now he's fucked.
Yeah.
Now he's fucked. But he's trying to do the right thing and not give that guy an open 3.
You don't chase another guy's man.
He didn't see Randall until it was too late. Just watch. He doesn't realize Randall's there.
This is his guy.
I know.
He just leaves him.
Why do I waste my time on this shit? It's unbelievable. Look at me. So Ray, he doesn't right there. First, he thinks he doesn't think Randall's going to come off the screen. Watch, go back. Randall's with his man, and he thinks Randall stays, so he thinks he has to go. That's the confusion. Then Randall goes, "Oh, that's my guy," and then he takes off too. So then he sees him and goes, "Well, if you're gonna," and then he turns around, he runs back.
Let's watch it.
Watch. Randall is standing. Randall is standing with his guy. So he goes originally. Wait for it. Freeze. Stop. Right.
Shit.
See what happened?
I couldn't. Hang on. Sorry. We're gonna have to start this segment over.
No, we're not. We're running this segment. We're doing a live for the 12th time.
God damn, that's fucking iPad.
You just had it.
Because the thing goes away. I have to hit it twice. As soon as I need to pause it, it's gonna go away.
Just don't do anything. Wait. Right there. Let it go a little longer. Do it. And then hit it again. Freeze. Now look, what's going to happen here, Randall's going to get caught here, and when this guy comes off, he thinks Randall's stuck, so he goes, but then Randall comes free, and he's like, then he sees him and realizes they're both, and he tries to go back, but it's too late because the guy popped back. Right there, stop. See? Now look, he doesn't think, he thinks Randall's in a pick.
But that's ridiculous. Because
he can't see him. See, his back is turned to him.
He's got to be able to read better.
So he can't see him.
But look, that means that Randall is coming under the screen, so you know.
He's got to tell him that. He's just saying, I got it.
He's right next to him.
Maybe Randall didn't. What? See, now right there, stop. See, he thinks Randall's stuck, so he just sees him coming free. He doesn't see Randall. You see how his head's turned? He doesn't see Randall.
It's a mistake.
Yeah, well, Randall should have opened his mouth and said, I got him.
You don't know that he didn't, though.
You don't know that he did. Anyway, now look. At this point,
he's an idiot.
He realized that he's running back, and then this guy screens the big man.
I'm sorry. You're going to tell me I would rather they get a 2 than a fucking wide open 3 with my man.
I didn't say it was the right decision. I said that's where the mistake happened. He thought that Randall got picked, and he just saw him come free and didn't see Randall, because he thought Randall was chasing him, and Randall was coming under the screen.
But my thing is, if Randall was chasing him, you'd at least see him a foot behind him.
The thing is, he didn't see Randall also. No, but if he's still caught in the pick, if he's caught in the pick, you won't see him because he's caught in the pick. He doesn't know because his head is turned to him. And then now here's the thing: if Randall if Randall had told him, if Randall had said, I don't know if Randall said, I got him, let him go. Right. This is where if he can't see him, you got to tell him, because if his head is turned, he can't see you. Yeah. So Randall's got to be like, why is he doesn't know I have him.
I guess
he's got to tell him.
It just pisses me off because all they did was run a little motion.
They ran one screen.
They ran some motion, and it just totally put us.
They ran one screen, and because they didn't switch it properly,
a guy
it was a backside George reverse.
Yeah.
See, it was a fake 23 blast with a backside George reverse. That's what that was. Fake 23 blast.
I mean, they
backside
won,
George
right?
reverse.
Did they win?
Let's find out.
Just the cross court, and it was. Look, he didn't even throw it hard. It was a cross court lob.
No, the one guy who get to him was the big man. Now the Washington big man did a good thing.
Once he realized
the big
what was
man
going on,
and didn't let him contest the shot, which was a good move.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at that point, oh geez, they're only up 2.
This is we're back. We're back. We're behind the time. This game's already over. Because he's probably going to make them both, and it's over.
So anyway. But the fact that this is a one-possession game
did I mention this is IDD for those of you in the know? I don't disagree. This is Tom's best one ever. Not only did he destroy the intro, he blew it out of the water. This is Hiroshima. This is Hiroshima Tom.
We're literally arguing about who set a pick for who.
Yes.
Or whether that pick was set.
How they didn't defend it properly, because they didn't defend it properly. Because he thought he was chasing, and he went under, and he didn't tell him he went under, so he thought he was caught in the pick, so he tried to help, and then he sees him go under, and he's stuck.
We really weren't arguing about anything.
Not really.
That's just how we fucking discuss shit, which can be really annoying sometimes, but we like to show you it.
It can destroy an intro. I mean, this man's the master.
Dude, that was one of our greatest intros.
That was your
of all
greatest
time.
winter destroyer ever, I think. That's number one.
That's after coming off a long stretch where I didn't destroy anything.
No, he's got back-to-back, and the first one was good. This one was better. So anyway,
we'll see what happens next.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Stay tuned.
We'll see what happens in segment 2. You know what's going to happen. Anyway. That is the redoubtable one, Tom Izzo, the highly questioned one. Segment 1, 11 minutes in. In case you missed it, the topic is basketball. So the Knicks escape 113-109.
Put something else on. God.
Fucking. They're not even my team, and they frustrate the shit out of me.
So somehow, every night we start, not every night, but so many nights we start this show with such a stick up our ass.
It does. Yeah. Well, I think it's caused by the sports teams.
I don't know if it's.
I think it's caused by our sports teams. If I'm being honest, I think it's caused by them. Oh, the Australian Open, no one cares. Let me see here.
What about the Memphis?
I don't know. Where's the basketball? There was college hoops on. Wait. That should be on somewhere.
Dear. This is like me searching for something on my phone.
NBA. Get it? There we go. So that's coming on.
Oh, yikes.
Okay. That'll be pregame. Anyway, we're switching to the Memphis Minnesota game. That'll be a game for about half a quarter. So this is IDD for those of you in the know. I don't disagree. All things basketball. So the Knicks escaped. The Celtics have a big one tomorrow night against the Denver Nuggets. They won last night comfortably against the Spurs. They're up by 25. Derek White didn't play.
I saw that.
Kristoff took the night off.
Popovich talking shit about Derek White.
He was afraid.
Kiddingly.
Yeah. Oh no, he loves Derek White. Pop's a good.
That's just so annoying to see Pop acting like that. I'm sorry. I
thought the Derek White stuff was funny. He was kidding with that.
He's not funny to me at all because he's been a prick for 25 years.
It was funny.
That part was funny. He's been a prick for 25 years. I've said this before. The first time he was ever nice was when he found out that what's-his-face was dying of cancer.
Craig Sager was dying.
That was the first time that you knew he had a pulse. Mm-hmm. So now, like, when I hear him, I'm just like, it pisses me off. Because
it's very hard to get. Tom doesn't give people 3 strikes. He gives them 1.
No, that's not, 1? 25 years or something? He was a prick for 25 years. You told me I gave him 1 strike?
You never cared about him for 25 years. The only time you cared about him was when they beat the Knicks in the finals in '98. That's the only time you cared.
No, it's not that I cared or not. They would always show clips of him berating reporters and treating them like dog shit. And now he's this savior.
That's what Belichick did.
So tell me this: he's this savior.
Parcells did this.
So look, I'm not. That's fine.
Yep.
We're talking about Greg Popovich being cute now, and I don't like it because he was a prick for 25 years. Now he comes out, he speaks on like human rights, he speaks on racial issues, which is all great. But you treated NBA reporters like dog shit for 25 years, and now you care about people?
Derek White's one of his players. He ain't a reporter.
I don't care.
Oh, he doesn't get to. He doesn't get to kid around with a former player that he was fond of.
He was kidding around with the reporters, not with Derek White.
How dare you?
It's corny. I don't like it.
Who do you think you are, Mr. Popovich?
Don't be a prick for 25 years and then be like, oh, now I'm cute.
You think you can have a hint of sarcasm and humility after 25 years of being a dick? Oh, I think not.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I don't think it's funny.
The Celtics bum blasted Wimbiana without 2 starters last night.
How did Wembyana do? So he had like 10 points in the first half.
He did all right. He was playing against the Celtics backup, so I'm not going to hold that against him, obviously. But I mean, look, the Celtics did what they had to do, and they got guys.
What the hell is this guy doing?
Because honestly, this is I don't know. Memphis is actually winning this game.
That white guy literally dribbled the ball for 15 seconds with a guy all over him.
Memphis is somehow. Oh, that's not goaltending. Yeah, I was going to say that's goaltending.
Rudy goaltending there.
Really goaltending Gobert. So Memphis is actually up 7 in the first quarter for what it's worth. That is goaltending. Yeah, it's coming down. Yeah.
Nah, it was closer than I thought. I think it was a goaltender.
That's
closer than I thought it was, right?
That's close. Well, they slow it down. It looks really
good.
That's coming out of a millisecond.
Bang, bang.
And then, of course, he can't catch.
How do you overthrow a guy on an alley-oop that's 7 foot?
Oh, the no look, no catch.
Could you imagine overthrowing a 7'4" guy on an oop?
I've never thrown to a 7'4" guy. So
that's what I'm saying. Could you? I've never thrown an oop.
I don't know. Memphis is now up 9. Anthony Edwards, who I think is one of the 5 best players in the league this year, is on Minnesota. So I'm waiting for him to take over. He's got the ball now on the wing. He takes a 3. He missed it. So anyway, we'll keep you updated on this game throughout the segment. Look, big game tomorrow night. Boston has a chance to really make a statement. Denver's coming in here with a night off. They had a tough loss at Philly last night. This is a statement game for Boston. It really is. They need to send a message across the board. And the thing about Minnesota is they have no postseason experience really. So while they're very talented, I don't know how seriously you take them yet come postseason when there's a slew of teams in there that have all the experience they don't have. So they're good. We'll see what they are. But we know this. Denver is battle tested. And they are every bit, they have everybody back, but that matters, put it that way. And Jokic is having another MVP season. So this is going to be a very interesting game tomorrow night. I want to see the thing is, I think they held Porzingis out last night for a reason. Because they want him
because he can't play 2 nights.
They want him to go. They didn't play back-to-back. He didn't play.
Well, he can't play twice.
So
he
can't play Monday.
He can't play back-to-back games.
Well, he played Monday. So,
I know, but you can't expect him to play back-to-back games.
No, I think they're doing this maintenance thing with him because of his history, which is fine. But
dude, glass. You can't just let
tomorrow
something
night,
that's made of glass.
Tomorrow night, he's going to go full tilt with Jokic, and that's going to be. I want to see that matchup because you're going to find out how big. Because everybody looks at Jokic. Yeah, I can't wait to see these two next year.
How thick
the world's going to go, oh my God.
He's not as thick as Jokic, right?
Yeah, but he's not a stick either. Jokic is big, but he's 6'11".
Yeah.
But he looks 12. He looks like he's 8 feet on the court
Jokic is
until
only
he's
6'11".
He's 6'11". But then he stands next to a guy like Porzingis. You realize how big Porzingis is. So this is going to be interesting tomorrow night. I'm looking forward to this. Tatum and Brown. This is where you two need to go to the basket and take no prisoners. This is not one of these. Let's take 45 threes tomorrow night. Now that I said it, they'll probably take 52 just to piss me off. But I'm looking forward to this contest tomorrow night. The All-Star balloting is ongoing. The Celtics have 10 guys or 5 guys in the top 5.
10 guys, jeez.
I mean, 5 guys. The entire starting 5 is in the top 10 in voting in every position. So, and deservedly so, because they've all played at that level. So
imagine if you started everybody from your team in an All-Star game. That'd be awesome.
That did happen one year.
Did it?
Well, you can't start them by
rule.
There
like 2 teams?
But there's a time when you can put all 5 on the floor together, but you can't start all 5. At least you couldn't. So that happened twice in my lifetime. One was 1986, the Boston Celtics, as DJ and Ainge made the All-Star team as reserves, and they put 5 of them out there. And then the other,
that's cool.
And then the other one was the next year, the '87 Lakers, with Magic, Kareem, Worthy, and they did that. They had 4 or 5. I think it was 4 or 5. But so that's 2 times I saw it, where they had more than 3 at one time on the court.
So not 5, 4?
4, I think. I think it's 4. I don't think you can have 5, if I'm not mistaken. I'm thinking, you know what? It was Andrews in the. I'm sorry, Andrews was in the shooting thing. But he wasn't.
Point contest?
Yeah, he wasn't in the So, but anyway, the point is, the Celtics.
Point. There's a point.
The Celtics have 5 starters in the top 10 in voting in their position, so that's good for them. But you know what? They better prove it tomorrow night, because as we saw over the weekend, you can have 15 Pro Bowlers be at home, be favored, and get bum blasted. Okay,
true.
So that doesn't mean anything.
But the Seamen have been doing good. I respect the Seamen.
They have defended home court, and this is the thing about tomorrow night. Denver would love to be the first team that knocks them off on their home floor. Don't think for a second Denver doesn't want to send them.
That's true.
Because Denver knows who Boston is. They know everything. So this is going to be. They're both going to. You're going to get A games tomorrow night from both teams. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Speaking of A games, would have been nice to see the Knicks play their A game against a C-level team tonight.
Actually, it's a D level.
But that didn't happen.
No. Good news is they won with their C.
They won.
They
did.
Yeah.
They won.
Again, now this is the thing. You can look at this two ways, and I agree with him on this. This never should have been this close. But it's nice to know that on an off night they can now win a game they probably would have lost a year ago. Well, so there's a silver lining.
So the other thing I have to take into account is this is the second night of a back-to-back.
That's true too. I forgot about the back.
Which I really kind of didn't take into account their sloppiness.
Yeah.
Because they had 10 turnovers in the first half, and it's just like, okay,
back-to-backs are tough.
If we're going to challenge the top tier, we can't do that. But maybe the back-to-back creates some of that.
And the other back-to-back is if one's home and one's away, or one's away, you're traveling. That you throw that into it, and it makes it harder. So it just they're not easy. They've never been easy.
But what I don't like is you should have been able to sit Brunson because Brunson just missed 2 games with the calf. He played last night.
Yeah, I wonder.
It would have been nice to sit him and still win this game because it's the Wizards. Yeah. But instead, you play Brunson.
That's a good question.
He probably got banged up tonight because it's
played a lot of minutes.
Yeah, he played a lot of minutes.
And OG played 40 minutes back-to-back nights. Now, he's young, but
well,
still.
They did. They sat Brunson and Randall more tonight, I think, because it was a back-to-back. But down the stretch, Brunson had to be in the game because they were losing.
They didn't put it. Yeah, they couldn't put him away.
We have the type of team now where they should be able to sit Brunson down when we play the Wizards, and we can win
at home at least.
Fine, you can win by 10 points still.
Yeah, you should be.
But,
You're right.
So that was the only frustrating part. The other thing I wanted to say was, I've been seeing things online that they're shopping Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, and draft picks for an upgrade.
Okay.
Because we've been saying they need like that knockdown shooter,
another
2-guard, just.
They need another one. I agree there.
It was funny because tonight, for the first time that I've seen in over a year, Evan Fournier got in the game. And I don't know if they were trying to
up his stock back,
showcase him. Well, my God, he tanked it. I
don't want to go.
He went inside the earth. That's how far into the ground he drove his stock.
Evan Fournier.
He is at the Earth's core right now in terms of stock value.
Evan Fournier pulled a disappearing act?
Dude,
no way.
He came in immediately 2 threes. Off. Not off long or short. I mean just clangers. Clangers, backboard and rim.
It's the reason why he didn't last in Boston.
Dude, he was running around the way I used to run around if I was ever playing pickup and all of a sudden I found myself in the middle of a bunch of giants, like athletes. So I was a good basketball player. But if I was playing against good basketball players that were also legit athletes, I wasn't that good. So I would just run around and screen and do shit like that. That's what Evan Fournier did tonight. It was embarrassing.
That's no way to get traded.
Yes, he was me. He was me scared playing street ball against people that were better than me. That was him tonight. I think he missed 3 or 4 threes.
He honestly, the only way he gets out of town is if his contract helps line up the money. Right. That's how we'll throw in for you.
Maybe he'll hit a 3 or 2 for
we'll
you.
Throw him in there.
Maybe he'll hit a 3
you
for
never
you.
know. He can line it up in garbage time. Anyway, so well, at least the Knicks are trying to do something.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to bring that up because I thought of you because you always told me that he was such a scab.
He is a scab. He proved it tonight.
But it was funny because I've seen him have good shooting nights.
He's had good shooting
nights. And I've
nights.
said, Tibbs, why don't you put him in? And now he puts him in. I'm like.
He probably had, if we're being honest, when he played for the Celtics, he probably had 8 or 9 pretty good games.
Okay.
But he had like 50 that sucked. He really did. He had like 50 that sucked. He was in the back. He was like the 8th or 9th. He did play minutes for a while, but he's streaky. He's not. And by the way, if he doesn't make his 3, he's useless.
Yeah,
he's fucking useless. He can't do anything else. So he's a one-trick pony.
Right.
So he's not even a lockdown defender. You can't even justify that. No. So it's like, that's the problem with him. The other thing that was going on today, the Lakers have won back-to-back games against.
Saw that.
And so the question came up:
who did they beat last night? Dallas.
They beat Dallas last night by 17, and then they beat the Oklahoma City the game before that.
Did they really?
Yeah, they back-to-back against those two.
They needed those two games.
Two good games to get back around 500. But look, here's the deal.
They needed those.
LeBron and Anthony Davis together on any given night can beat anybody in this league. But if you're talking about a 7-game series, And they talked about it today on NBA Today, and I agreed with them because they were, it's LA is like the Cowboys, like the Lakers. They're like, they have to. What's going on? They talk about them more than the Celtics, who are boat racing everybody and have the same amount of titles and are 9-3 against the finals. But Boston doesn't come up, okay? But LA, who sucks dick, keeps coming up, okay? They're 20-21, and they're like national. It's like the fucking Cowboys every goddamn year, and you wonder why people hate them so much. But the thing is, it's all about, well, they win these 2 games, and now can they make a deep playoff run? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Where the fuck do you, fixed their where the fuck do you come up with that in mid-January? The team has sucked. They since that stupid tournament that they went after with all their fucking heart. They popped champagne and put a banner up.
Did you see when they popped the champagne when
no,
when
I turned it off with I turned it off with the music.
It
the
looked
music,
so fake.
The music was so bad I couldn't stop.
He was like,
just
shooting the champagne. It was like nobody else was doing it. He was just like,
he's an idiot. They're idiots. That there told you all you need to know about LeBron James. And he's like, oh, there's nothing like LeBron. Nothing like the first time. Like, dude, you're putting up a banner.
Dude, they did
you're
something.
Pathetic.
They did something that no one else will ever do.
You know what's great about that?
They won.
You could hear it in his voice. Even he doesn't.
They won an insignificant.
Even he's not buying.
They won an insignificant trophy.
He's trying to sell it. It's not working.
What if they got rings? If they get rings for it, that would be classic.
That would be awesome.
That would be classic bullshit.
Yeah, but do you have one of these? What, a wedding ring? Yeah, I'm married.
He's got 16 in-season tournament rings.
Good God.
One for the triple thumb.
That would be. You know what's funny? I'll bet LA was considering that, but they've heard the backlash.
A-Rod's in the building.
They've heard the backlash from the stupid banner, and they're not going to put rings out.
What the hell is A-Rod doing at the T-Wolves?
He's a part owner
of the T-Wolves.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting.
Yeah, he is. He's an owner.
Oh,
there you go.
Minnesota.
As quickly as Memphis went ahead, here comes Minnesota, realizing it's Memphis without Ja Morant. So it's a 1-point game in the first half.
This is basically the Knicks versus the Wizards.
The crowd is acting like, oh, there's a steal. He's going to get a flush. Oh, give it back. Nice play. Well, that 9-point lead is gone.
It's turned into a 1-point deficit.
1-point deficit for Memphis. They'll fall apart probably in the first 5 minutes of the second quarter. This is just...
Well, dude.
Cross me.
Crizzy.
Oh, God. That was ugly.
Dude, they're scared of Gobert. He's a force in there.
He's a force of nature, that kid. Let me tell you, Gobert.
He's a rim protector.
He's a rim protector.
Jaren Jackson was
He's a
like,
stat sheet stuffer.
Look at his face.
Anyway, we'll be following this game throughout the night because, honestly, there's going to be a lot of laughs in this game. I have a feeling.
Poor Memphis. Not only are they without Ja Morant, they're also without Bane.
Yeah, Bane's out, too. They have nothing.
And Bane's got the best name because it's the villain.
Bane.
Yeah.
No, the name is cool. But anyway, that's going to do it for segment 1. We're going to come back segment 2. Pick segment. This is the best weekend of the NFL season. The Final 8 has arrived.
It better
We're going to break down all 4 games. We'll have the giggle smoke guarantee. Got to think about this one. Again, I can't pick the gimme. I got to pick the toughest one. So whatever the toughest one is, I'm going to have to
Okay, so you're going to do one of the playoff games.
I think so.
Oh, I know what you got to do.
Yeah. What?
I know which one.
You know which one already?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see if he's right in segment 2.
I mean,
anyway,
can I say it?
If you want.
Buffalo, Kansas City.
Is that the toughest one?
I think that's the biggest.
Detroit and Tampa Bay is going to be a Donnie because Tampa has
the toughest one to pick.
Because Tampa's defense is really good. And by the way, Tampa Bay is number 1 in the league against the run at 95 a game, so it's strength against strength.
Yeah, but they can pass too.
Tampa's got a good offense too. Baker Mayfield's had a hell of a year. I think Detroit should be favored at home, but it's a 3-point spread, and I think that's justifiable. Because Tampa.
Right, let's stop.
We'll talk about it in segment 2. No, it's all right. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between those two. So anyway, but we'll talk about it in segment 2. Plus, I'll tell you good news for you. This Houston-Baltimore game has the makings of a classic.
You've been saying that.
It does. It really does. So I'm looking forward to this. Anyway, we'll be back segment 2. Grab a froth. We're going to find Yoda, Jobu, Betty, and Electric Sex glistening in the background. We'll see you on the other side real close, real soon.
Open the